I'm Lata Hamilton, the founder and head coach of Passion Pioneers. I'm an accredited NLP practitioner, change manager, and career change coach. So you're joining me on the Reimagine Restructures Video Series, and today's topic is how to take the sting out of the word restructure. So it's really interesting because as a change manager, I come across so many different names for essentially what is a restructure. Obviously, yes, you have kind of mergers and acquisitions, which are basically a type of restructure. But then you have organizational change, operating model change, organizational redesign, team redesign, reshuffle, like just so many different kind of terms for what is essentially the same thing. So what I am going to be exploring today is why we have all of these different names, and I guess what you can do to help get your people to actually buy into the organizational change that you are taking them through, and to give them a bit of a different experience around what a restructure truly actually means. So, there's a few phrases out there that talk about the importance of naming things, There's call a spade, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Words and language actually are loaded with tons of meaning, and that different words can mean different things to different people. The word restructure has quite negative connotations. It invokes the sense of a big overhaul of people, of staff, and that, whatever number percentage people, get overwhelmed by is going to be made, are going to basically lose their jobs. That's what kind of automatically I think gets triggered for a lot of people with the word restructure. So we start to water our language down. We start to actually, try and soften it by using things like operating model change or things like team redesign. And it's not about lying. Those things are true. You are changing the model of operations. You are changing the design of the team. But I think that what happens is that it can actually come across as a little bit inauthentic to the people who are actually impacted by the change, which is everybody in your team or everybody in your company if it's organization-wide. I really need to highlight here that it is not just the people who get redeployed or the people who are made redundant who are impacted by a restructure. Everybody's impacted. From the moment you make that announcement, everybody's impacted by a restructure. And what you can actually do is start to change what the word restructure means, because we know that even if you, in all of your official communications and all of your official kind of messaging, are calling it an operating model change or a team redesign, even if you're doing that, those corridor conversations and how people are talking about it in their own heads and to themselves is they're calling it a restructure. So I'm going to give you kind of, 3 ideas to start thinking about how you can start to use the word restructure and almost, take some power back into the word, and actually be proud of being able to say that you might be restructuring a team or restructuring a company. So the first is to make sure that you are being honest. No matter what happens through your restructure, always providing an honest view, an honest upfront view. And the honesty is not about having to lay all your cards on the table necessarily. It's actually got more to do with, and I might go a little bit nanu here, but it's actually got a little bit more to do with energy. It's the energy that you are bringing to your people when you are communicating with them and when you are doing things with them and for them. So if you are going in with an energy of, being deceptive or of wanting to hide what it is that you're truly doing, that comes through to people. People pick that up. So if you're able to bring instead an energy of openness, an energy of transparency, and energy of honesty, whatever it is that you want to call it, that authenticity also really, really comes to the fore and gets shown. And I think for me, that's one of the reasons why using the word restructure is so powerful, because it is raw, it is real, it is honest. You're not trying to pull the wool over your people's eyes. It's about actually taking back that word and going, yes, this is what's happening, but we're going to support you through it. The second is clarity. People during restructures get really muddled and really fuzzled. They are really confused about the future. They don't know what's going on. They start to question everything that's happening around them. So the more clarity that you can provide them, the more that you can give them a clear vision and a clear view of what the future looks like in the long term, as well as what each stage is through the change, and then actually sticking to that is going to be so powerful. Again, you're going to create more authenticity. You're going to build trust for people through that process by giving them clarity, and you're going to help them get on board with your restructure. And then the third thing is to reframe the meaning of restructure. We know that restructure is already loaded with a whole heap of negative connotations, but part of my mission, part of my objective around Passion Pioneers is to actually start to reframe the meaning of restructures and actually to see them as opportunities, as chances for people, as the best thing that could ever possibly happen to somebody because of the opportunity that gets created from it. And it's not just an opportunity for people who might go into new roles, it's an opportunity for everybody who's impacted by the change to move forward and to do things in a new way. So a lot of what I do, especially my Reimagine You program that I run for companies, is around actually reframing what a restructure is and what it means and what it can truly give to people. And it's about taking that company view or that team view and actually bringing it down into a personal environment and having people be able to tap into it one-on-one. And slowly my vision, my purpose, and what I hope to be able to, kind of give the world of industry is a level of comfort, a level of confidence, and a level of courage with the word restructure. If you want to see any of our other videos, please jump across to passionpioneers.com.au. We've got articles up there too, and you can also find out more about what we do and get in touch with us as well.